Hi everyone, I'm Dara. I'm at my beautiful rental for a couple of weeks here at the beach in Ontario. And I love going to the beach, but I also really love to sew, as you know. So I thought you might like to see what I brought along with me to work with. So if you'd like to see what I'm working on here at the beach, keep watching and I'll show you. Here's this lovely little desk area that's in the bedroom of our rental. And I have been using this because it's right in front of the window to do a little bit of sewing of an afternoon that we've been here. And I'll show you what I brought with me. So I also took a trip to visit family, and that's where I delivered my handmade blue quilt for my aunt. And so when I decided to bring some sewing along, I wanted it to fit for that purpose as well. So I'm using this toiletry bag. And inside another bag. And I brought my little needle case that my daughter made me years ago. My trusty seam ruler, thread, and a marking pen, and a pair of scissors. I had this beautiful vintage 70s fabric that my friend gave me. It was offcuts from a quilt her mom made. It was already in 2.5-inch strips, so I cut it down into 2.5-inch squares because I thought I would like to make 9 patches. So I also had a 100% cotton fitted sheet that was a cast off from one of my kids. And at home, I took the time to actually pick out the elastic so you can see where that was, and then cut that into 2.5-inch squares. And what I've been working on while I've been here is 9 patches. So after I cut my squares, I organized my fabric into these little snack bags. Okay, it's time to join my rows for my 9 patch. And here's one that I did earlier. And you know, sometimes I can get my corners to match up, and sometimes it doesn't match up. And I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but I think part of the problem is my bottom. Like when I'm holding it this way to sew, this layer is migrating that way. So I'm not sure how to control for that. Like I was able to get it pretty good here, and then by the time I got to this seam, it migrated. It's also possible that my seams are a little off here. I don't like to be a perfectionist when I'm sewing because I feel like it takes all the joy and fun out of the process. But I would like to aim for something a little bit closer than that. So I only have limited supplies with me. So what did I bring? Like I don't have any clips or anything. So, and I have 6 pins. Okay, so let's see. First, mark the seam. time I've just done a running stitch, not the back stitch, so I want to see if that changed anything. And that's a little less shifted. Still shifted a bit, but about, I'm going to say about half as much. So I haven't tied off my thread yet, because even though the running stitch is fine, I would like a bit more reinforcement. So what I'm going to do is go back and try and just do another running stitch on top, and hopefully that won't shift. Hopefully that won't shift my first running stitch. Okay, I've gone back and put a second running stitch more or less in between the stitches that I applied the first time. Let's see if it held. Okay, so that result is a little bit better than this, which was my back stitch. So I think I'm gonna keep going with that method for the rest, not the rest, but a few more blocks and see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in my next video.